taking over, that's a promise, not a threat.
Uppercut season off top, you stop breathing.
Yeah, what's good, yo? Welcome to another episode of Real Talk, where as always, the shit's real, we talk about it. Yo, I'm your host for tonight, Pat Scorpio, the New England representative. And as always, I got my man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Yo, what it do? You show the word to God, go artist, aka LB, lot of the boss, you know what it is. RingGangRadio.com in the building. El Capitan, world still up, you know what it is. Let's go. Tuesday night basketball. Oh shit. Wow. Tuesday night football. Oh fuck, bow. Tuesday night boxing, nigga. Jeez. Fuck. Yeah, we here. Tuesday night boxing review, talk, recap, preview show. Yeah, I mean,
Ring Gang Radio. 6 weeks, but it's all good.
Yo, it's regular, yeah, because we keep doing this shit on different days now. Although shit will stop. It's just how things go. It's just, it's just a different time.
Yeah, shit was malfunctioning. Nigga was like,
But yo, I got my other man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Hey yo, what's good? You already know who this is. Your boy King People, Digga Boxing building. Ring Gang Radio all day. Let's go. Tuesday night boxing. One take. You know what I'm saying? So we here. Let's go.
Did anyone ban from the bodega this week?
Oh yeah, O'Hara Davies. Bye. You're out of here. He was talking that much crap just to get knocked out in the first round by an old man. Nah, you out of here.
Yeah, we definitely got some bars for that though, because yeah.
And Tony Weeks, you're out of here. You need to go. Go to the retirement home. Don't come to the building.
Motherfucker needs to be playing shuffleboard or some shit. Bocce.
Check him into Larry Holmes Gardens. He's flabby and sick. So give him his hall pass. Check him in. No more. That's all I can say about that.
Yeah, we'll definitely get more into that one because that was the big thing on that card. But last, but certainly not least, I got my other man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Hey, what's fly? It's Conscious Power, the West Coast Avenger, #1 contender preparing for liftoff, Tuesday edition, Ring Gang Radio. Let's fly. Let's get it. Let's go.
This nigga probably on this one take shit too, man. Shit.
Nigga, you got easy ass intros, nigga.
No punching,
I do that shit perfect.
No punching, just lunching. You know what I'm saying? That's all.
Focused ass, yo. But yeah, there was a good amount of a lot of boxing news going on in the world today. Starting, of course, with a video that came on Instagram from one former 3-belt champion, Errol Spence, who for some reason now obviously was shown with a patch over his eye, and most people were answering like why that was. And then of course he revealed that he got cataract surgery. Which in itself is just like, geez, like, and for I thought it was on the same fucking eye because they had the detached retina, but
it is on the same eye. It is on the same eye.
It's not. No,
it's on the same eye.
No, the left eye is a detached one. The right one was the cataract.
I'm pretty sure they said it was the same one, but okay. I mean, I'm gonna recheck again. I thought it was the same one. I could be wrong.
No, I checked to know it's the different eyes, and I'm thinking to myself, like, first of all, it's like. I mean, that raises a lot of questions. Like, first of all, like, I mean, obviously, we all think that the car crash, he suffered far more injuries that he let on in that crash. Like, there was a lot of damage. It's down to look like because boxers in their early 30s are not supposed to get 2 eye surgeries in each eye. Like, and this is not just like a broken orbital or anything like that. Like a retina and then removing a cataract, like. A cataract from the eye, but one thing he put on his video, he mentioned like he's like that's the reason why he lost to Crawford because he couldn't see the jabs coming that he was getting jabbed up with, and it was just like, and of course that set off a whole bunch of like reaction on boxing Twitter, like everyone, some people are like, well, why are you saying this now? It's like You wait like 6 months for you to say all this, to say it now, like after you lost to Crawford.
Niggas lost their bet money, their rent money.
Like I mean, I don't know why he waited until now, and it is what it is. But I didn't. That whole thing was like he wasn't serious when he said that. Like, oh, that's why.
Yeah,
why you
sound like he was just joking?
Yeah, exactly. Like I know, like I don't know Smith personally, but I know his personality enough to know what like it's tongue in cheek. Pause. Like,
yeah,
he's not being really serious about that.
Like he's taking the loss a lot better than his fans.
Yeah, but I think it's not. Yeah, because I mean, obviously, a lot of Spence fans were not happy with what happened because some of them were just like horribly, incredibly wrong. So they were like, and some of them hold on to this fact, like, oh yeah, this, Spence will get it back in blood. This, doesn't matter the division, but it's just like, but you see, your man now, he's had 2 eye surgeries right now, and it's like, I mean, never mind the other physical issues that dude clearly has, and it's like, yeah, his fans are like, oh, wait a minute, then, it's like, yeah. First of all, it's the whole thing with the ignorance behind cataract surgery. Like, okay, get this cataract removed, and he'll be back as good as new. It doesn't work like that, people. Boxers get punched in the face, like I said, and Abner Maris came back from multiple surgeries, and now you see him now. He's cockeyed.
He's got to wear glasses. And we all said a great thank you when he wore glasses finally on Showtime. When he started wearing.
Yeah, I remember. I used to say that all the time. Every single time I used to see his eyes. I'm like, yo, like, can someone tell him to put some shades on or some shit? Like, get some of that Music Soul Child shades on, something, nigga. Like, hide them eyes. And then he started doing that shit. I'm like, okay, at least someone in Nebraska let him know what time it was, but. People got to understand, like, boxers are not supposed to have eye surgeries like this. Like, they end up with dead eyes or all types of shit like that. Like, and that's like, and to me, that's another reason why, like, Spence should really think carefully about getting back in the ring. After all these surgeries he's doing. But it's just like, cataract surgery is no fucking joke. And then another possibility too, and I know Ishe Smith was going off on this, is like, well, if you had a cataract, like, how the hell did you pass your eye exams? So it's like, because we all know boxers, have to read a chart. They got to go through the eye exam. They got to get the pupils dilated. They got to be able to read them letters on the wall. One of the few things in the world that humbles me, is like, you got to be told to read some shit, and it's like, how did he get licensed if he's having trouble seeing? This type of shit. So it's like,
damn, yo, this fight and win is getting more insignificant by the minute. Like, oh my god,
not really. But you're
I didn't
it don't seem like fighter of the year type of fight no more. Like, I don't know.
I didn't think that Spence and Crawford would still be getting people worked up like this, but alas, here we are.
That's what happens when you marinate a fight for 5 years.
Yeah, I mean, it was the same energy that Mayweather Pacquiao had. People were invested in it. People wanted to see it.
To long afterward, dude, niggas ain't forget about Thurman Pacquiao until. I'm sorry, they didn't forget about Floyd Pacquiao until fucking Manny fought Broner and Thurman.
Yeah,
it literally took that long. Like, it's like when he finally went to PBC, nigga was like, alright, yeah, fuck it. Like, alright, he's on our team now.
But it is kind of funny seeing, like, because it's, I come across on my timeline a lot of Spence stands, you know what I'm saying, still, but it's kind of funny to see more of the vocalness of them yesterday when they were kind of ghosts the past 5 months. It was kind of
they were going, they were like, it was fucking July all over again. Like, them niggas was really going through it. It's like, man, I knew, like, some of them were downplaying the win. Some of them were thinking like, oh yeah, we'll get the surgery, Spence will get it back.
We'll get it back in blood. We're gonna get it back in blood.
Yeah.
Low key, I feel like both sides are downplaying the win.
I think honestly now, I think Spence fans are kind of upset. Like, some of them were like disappointed because like, oh, he's making excuses. I'm like, what excuse? He's like, this is a reflection. You're asking. Yeah, he's being humble.
Some
people too fucking humble, actually.
I mean, it comes off because he didn't make the excuses after the fight and everything, but it does come off like a little salty. Like, it is kind of, some people could say it's an excuse. Excuses.
It's not an excuse.
No, go ahead. You good?
Well, he said he wasn't living the life of a boxer either. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of
well, hold on. But that's obvious. The man got thrown from a fucking car. What do you mean? Like he's going to live a life of a boxer?
But niggas just talking about like afterwards and shit. But it's like we saw him hit the farm and change. So
doing the farm and shit. Remember he was like just doing. He had bought a bunch of land, had cows and chicken, all this shit, and stopped. You didn't see him out, the PBC boys partying no more and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean that doesn't erase all those years of partying and bad habits catch up to you in the long run. You don't just let me stop and then it just all goes away. No, that doesn't go away.
He contaminated the world he made the mistakes in that he's trying to fucking fix. Like the world he's trying to fix already been contaminated by the mistakes he made. Right. So it's like he got to deal with it from there. Like, but I can see how some people took it away though.
I don't see it as an excuse, and to me, it's an excuse when you're using something as a way of dismissing someone or discrediting someone. And even when he's telling his side, he hasn't dismissed Crawford. He hasn't discredited Crawford at all. He said Crawford beat him fair and square. He whipped his ass. It is what it is. So it's like he knew what was going on. He knew his condition going into the fight. We ain't gonna use that excuse. Right? He ain't gonna use that to discredit.
But his fans can't deal with that though.
It's no different than and people are like, well, then why bring it up? I'm like, it's only being brought up because now we know he's going in for surgery. So now people are gonna pick and prod and wonder about this. So yeah, he's gonna be honest about what led up to all this and stuff like that. That's almost like when Keith Thurman, after he lost to Pacquiao, then he went and got surgery on his hand. And we find out that he went into that fight needing hand surgery. And so yeah, of course people are gonna ask about that. And he's like, he's not using it as an excuse. It's just being honest, telling you, okay, well, yeah, since you want to know, I had the hand injury. I didn't get the surgery because I wanted the Pacquiao fight. It is what it is. Motherfucker's not using it.
You know what? This situation is more closer to Sergio Martinez Cotto.
Yes, that's another one.
Because the thing is, with Sergio Martinez, we knew like, okay, he might have a little knee trouble, but like he's still better. This is style matchup, bigger guy, but he had to get. They weight drained him a little bit, but whatever. We still It wasn't until after the fight that's when you hearing all the stories and shit about, oh yeah, he did like 3 rounds of sparring. He barely did this, that. He had to have his leg hooked up to a machine. And then that's when niggas was like, oh nah, get the fuck out of here. Come on, what are you kidding me? Like all that shit.
Yeah, and then and Cotto wouldn't let him like wear like braces. Like he had like a flimsy ass knee brace and stuff like that, and that motherfucker could barely stand. And that's where he was getting dropped so many times for those left hooks and shit. Like that whole fight pissed me off on the low. Like
dude, Dawson Ward, another one. Like I wasn't hearing about all this damn Dawson getting KO'd by Miranda and sparring and getting his ass whooped and looking like a zombie before the fight. I heard all that shit after the fucking fight. But I never liked it because why would you want the light heavyweight champion to come down to super middleweight regardless if he called you down or not?
Yeah.
Like that's nothing like it's like he literally made his biggest win turn into like an average win by doing that shit. So just I don't know, this shit just weird, but yeah, niggas gotta get out of their feelings with this Spence shit. Like,
right?
The man, I can see a little sour grapes and shit.
Get over it.
But get over it, like. And the man never disparaged Crawford, so it's like
he even said he's fighter of the year. He even said, it hurts me to say because it was me, but to me, Terrence Crawford should have got fighter of the year. So he gave him his flowers. He did give him his flowers.
I wouldn't expect him not to say that because it's like he beat him. Of course, I'm like,
and he was.
If you're gonna beat me, you might as well get fighter of the year for doing it.
He was a top 6 pound. He was, at the worst, you could say he's top 6 or 7. I mean, people that say he wasn't top, top 5.
But then you also got to remember too, like this, and then it's down. Let's see, but then I don't want to take it that route. Okay, I was gonna say that. Did Spence really deserve to be top 10 pound for pound?
The inactivity hurt a little bit,
I thought
but he beat Danny Swift Garcia like nobody ever has. I mean, he the second half of that fight, Danny Swift was getting lit up. You know what I'm saying? And Ugas, you know, I never thought high of Ugas really, but Ugas was the champion, and he beat him for a belt.
I mean, and he
Mario Barrios also beat Ugas too.
Yeah. I mean, Spence was in my preference. He just wasn't like top 1 or 2, like how some of these niggas had him. They had him like super high, he's definitely.
I feel like he was definitely top 10.
Yeah.
He was like in the 5 to 7 range, 5 to 8 range to me. I mean,
that's appropriate.
Unified, stopping people.
But
I think being in the glamour division, being in one of the glamour divisions helped it too.
Oh, of course, 147 is
the mega fight. Yeah, like
147 is the mainstream division, really, besides heavyweight. You know.
And now, of course, Spencer's definitely not in my top 10 for pound for pound. He's off my list. Actually, he's completely off.
I think I got him at 15. But I don't know. I mean, I got to give him a little respect. I mean, you know.
No, that ass whooping was too comprehensive. He's going from my list. Like he has to kind of rebuild.
See, that's what I'm saying. If somebody's that good and that regarded, one ass whooping just obliterates him off the list. Like,
I mean, niggas took. Triple G. Remember?
And
Triple
then
G
mind you, niggas is already saying like they don't think dude's a Hall of Famer.
I mean, both the Texas boys are getting up.
That sounds like we should do a poll because in the Hall of Very Good, I do feel like Spence is a Hall of Famer. In the Hall of
Texas stock.
You feel like Spence a Hall of Famer?
In the Hall of Very Good, he might get in, and he might. I mean, he got a little more, but really, in this day and age, who's a Hall of Famer? I mean,
that's what I'm saying. Like, and that's what I always brought back to.
They're gonna have to fill
when niggas promote this victory lap ass of this fight.
But they're gonna have to fill some spots of guys that shit maybe 20 years ago.
There's enough niggas that should have been in already.
We're not asking whether they would or whether they will or won't. Asking, do you think they're Hall of Fame material?
Yeah, like your opinion.
I mean, if you look on the history books, he had the second longest welterweight reign of all time. So yes, I'll say he's a Hall of Famer.
Nigga, stop saving me the burnt sugar technical answer.
No. I mean, first was Tito, and he was second. I mean, I think now Crawford probably surpassed him.
Yeah, but Tito had like how many defenses? 11 or 14?
I'm just saying it's a fact. That's all. So yeah, I'd say he's a Hall of Famer.
Are we comparing that to like?
On the graded curve, he's a Hall of Famer, not 10, 15 years, 20 years ago. No.
See, I mean, I have a very strict curve. Like, Spence has to do more. Like, his welterweight career is not enough to get him in the Hall of Fame. Like, nah, that's not. Like, the whole PBC.
Yeah, like, he need like a marquee, like, win at 154. Like, if he was to, like, soundly beat up, like, Jesus Ramos.
If he gets a belt, so does he need a belt at
154? Or a belt, like.
If he gets a belt at 154, is he Hall of Famer?
Or a zoo, or a zoo, or a.
If he knocks off a decent contender and gets a belt, which none of these are gimmies at 154, then I think it kind of helps his case. But if he doesn't, then people will look at him like how they kind of look at Danny Garcia. Like you had one division you kicked ass in, but another division you just kind of was there at.
Right.
But then some people might say Danny Garcia junior welterweight fucking run was better than Spence welterweight run.
2-division champ. I mean, you know.
I mean, if Spence gets a belt at 150, he'll be a 2-division. Yeah. I'm just saying. I'm just evaluating the second division. Like, if we trying to put this nigga in the Hall of Fame, because remember, like, nobody's putting Danny in the Hall of Fame because he didn't get that marquee win at 147 yet. Or 54.
And searching at 160 to do that. If that ever comes off. Because that fight's been in limbo for how many years? For like a year now.
Yeah, so it's just like that.
Yeah. But like I said, but at least, I mean, like I said though, like if Spence can make light of his situation, his fans should be able to make light of it to get over it. Like, yes, you know, Crawford won. Yes, you know, I know Crawford's been the new. I mean, hell, even Crawford himself is like, they didn't say much. I think he just said like 2 words in the tweet, and that was that. Like
he said, no comment. He said no comment.
Yeah, exactly.
He's been saying shit all year, like.
and you know, it's in the, and you know, Crawford's been talking.
That's the best thing he could say. That's the best thing.
No comment.
No comment.
Yeah, exactly. Like.
Yeah, there's no reason to go back and forth. You know, the man, I mean, obviously the man had a lot to vent and say. I mean, he deleted some, you know what I'm saying? But he had a lot to say, you know, so yeah. I mean, let him.
And it's never like he had shit on Crawford. Like,
he didn't shit on Crawford.
I have no more comments. I have no more comments for this, honestly. So I'm in now Crawford's thing. No more comments. No comment.
Yeah.
Next.
Next.
Yeah, so I mean, obviously, just a segue because we were talking about the welterweights. You know, Golden Boy, had a card last weekend that featured the return of one Virgil Ortiz. After the
welterweight that is no longer a welterweight.
No longer a welterweight. And funny thing is too is like he technically fought at middleweight because they made that shit a 156 pound catch weight, and I'm just like, geez, like you might.
That lets me know he's not going to be at 154 for very long.
Hell no, he's not. And of course he fought Frederick Lawson, someone probably not even a fringe contender. I can never call him a fringe contender. Just
that dude got knocked out by Charles Hatley. He's not no. He may be a journeyman. You might want to call. He's not maybe or paid jobber or jobber to the stars, whatever you want to call him. But that's what he is.
The fight he was treated like a
can. He's a can. Oh wait, this is a bottle, but he's a can. Like close enough. Yeah. He's a bottle, a can. You throw him, you toss him, recycle.
And then this boy we'll
bars.
Yeah, but definitely.
Hold on, wait. Salute Blazing Killer. What it do? Gang and Android. What it do? Salute. What's going on? You listen to Marvin Gaye. I feel you. I got you. All right.
Yeah, I know. I see Android was on his rampage again. With the God, because there's one thing about him. Anything that's related to the zone, that motherfucker will say some shit like just for the fact that Eddie said he put out offers to Boots to sign a match.
Disgusting.
Yeah, Android was on that shit immediately and then posted his graphs about the engagement. That motherfucker does not like the
as he should. As he should.
That nigga be hating on the zone hard, bro.
That ain't hating. Oh my god, he's telling the fucking truth. Dude, look. Time out. Wait. Quick. Dude, the zone is Koch records for boxing. Like real talk. Your career goes nowhere over there. You just exist. You might get some money. Niggas still know you, but you're never gonna buzz. And when you and if you do happen to buzz, it just don't equate into real superstardom. Like it ain't no real motion.
Matchroom doesn't make any sense for Boots because they have nothing for him. Like if you were just gonna go with the money, you might as well go to Top Rank. Like if he went to Top Rank, okay, that would make more sense. But
yeah, people still have, but right now as we all know, PBC doesn't have their first card until March, so pretty much the first 2 months are going to be dominated by Top Rank or Matchroom.
Golden Boy does a lot of things.
Boots isn't even a PBC fighter. He's technically a free agent.
Yeah,
he's rest in peace. His manager recently died. Cameron Bentley was his manager. You know what I'm saying? And he recently died. So I know there's a company behind it, but I'm saying we'll see what happens. I'll see how it shakes out.
Yes, but yeah, I know Andrew. He be on this. I just have to say because I was like, damn, that motherfucker's going hard. I just happened to see that shit today.
He be pulling out them graphs and line charts and bar charts, but people need visuals to see it because if not, niggas would just be repeating group herd theory and myths, just like the whole UFC card is stacked, but it's a bunch of names, recognizable names in jobber fights.
Yeah, I mean, look at it this way. I mean, that's just because, like I said before, for me, it's not. I mean, the engagement's whatever. Because if I give a card praise, I have to number one, I give it for its matchmaking and whether or not it executed in the ring. If both things happen, great. I'll praise it to the high moon. Doesn't matter if they watch it or not or whatever. Like it's like because I feel like fights like that. If they're not, it's up to us to actually make sure that they actually get some attention. So that's how I feel. So it's like. I mean, it could have like $1 million in revenue or whatever, but if that shit's trash, it's trash. I'm never gonna talk about it. It's like Mayweather.
That's when it comes back down to why would Boots want to be over there? Like Matchroom still hasn't really created any superstar in North America or on this side. They just they get close, but they just the app isn't known enough. It's not powerful enough. It's just. Like who had posted that app? Posted that list on Twitter where it had like all the top 20 apps. I ain't seen DAZN near on that list.
Oh, I think I saw that tweet. I think I saw it. Yeah.
Yeah, like dude, it's like DAZN. The only way DAZN gonna get popping is when they do the pay-per-views. It's on every outlet type shit.
Well, technically it is. You can like most of the Zone pay-per-views. They carry them in like lineal TV pay-per-views. Like they do them.
Yeah, but then you got to stop fucking up the whole purchase and transaction part too.
I don't know. About, I mean, like I said,
when they get their chance, every time I know people, anytime they buy a fucking the Zone pay-per-view, something fucks up.
Not well. I mean, because niggas don't be.
You the only nigga, dude. You the only nigga who has the perfect the Zone account.
I do.
and that shit don't even fucking stretch out after your personal. Like that should be a dude. The fucking audio commentary like is not synced up with the fucking punches in the round sometimes.
Like I said, I don't have any of these issues.
The Zone is like trash as an app, dog. Like really.
Like
there's a reason why. There's a reason why the Zone is not on many homes. There's a reason why the Zone is in not many people's homes.
So, yeah,
it's like an expensive paperweight.
Like the production values are less than stellar or whatever, but I don't have any of the other issues that niggas be talking about. Like
you're the only nigga. I promise.
Hold up, Pat. You are being very generous by saying less than stellar. No, the production is shit.
Yeah, like. And we know boxing writers and people be getting paid to damn hype up the Zone shit. Like,
and I don't get paid for this, so you know.
Yeah, you better not, because I'm like, what? Like, you better spread that motherfucker, like, because
yeah,
like, well, they don't really like the Zone like I do, so I'll take this investment.
Because if the Zone wanted to pay us, I'd be like, hey, we can always use an endorsement of some sort, Green Gang can always use like some endorsement money, whatever. So it's like I would say, but I'm saying it off my own experiences. I just sit back and I just be chilling, and then I'll be good though. But yeah, like I said, since day one, I never had any of these issues, none.
Hold on, let me see what Android said. The Henny program pay-per-view was only the Zone. ESPN had the Heisman card, so Plus couldn't counter program their own partner.
As they should, yeah. They're not going to. Of course not. The Heisman is big business for ESPN. They're not going to do that. it's big business.
Yeah.
And ESPN, shows more love to live college football than they do to any other sport, especially boxing. Like that's just history.
That's Top Rank's fault. Is Top Rank really just put the damn? See, this is the thing. You got too many niggas. Because there was a motherfucker the other day. I think, damn, anytime you point out that Top Rank be fucking damn dragging their asses and not making moves, you got niggas who's always like, well, it wasn't meant to be. No. In a way, it's not necessary that In a Way was going to be as popular as Pacquiao. What are you saying? And we're looking at it like, yes, he can. He very well could be even larger than Pacquiao if you think about it. But you guys are doing a shit show of promoting this motherfucker. Like,
yeah, I mean, even Pacquiao himself is like, recognizing he's a Pacquiao level fighter, and he want to actually train him. Like Pacquiao has not said that against any other other fighter like that. He's like, yeah, I want to teach him some tricks. I want to teach him everything. Like, the Pacquiao is absolutely in Monster's corner, and yeah, and also now
he wasn't like that with Daenerys.
Yeah, he definitely wasn't. And he was somewhat like that with Brian Valori, though. He was in Valoria's corner like that for a little bit.
Hawaiian punch.
Yeah, but no. Monster, the price for Monster, that price went all the way up. And because once Saudi Arabia got into boxing, they're offering this motherfucker 75 million. Yeah, that's Top Rank's not gonna. That Top Rank is gonna be just gonna be okay. Hey, as long as we get a cut, I don't give a fuck. Like, yeah, we don't need to promote.
They fumbled the bag on his popularity on this side of the hemisphere. Like,
yeah,
they really did. Like,
yeah, they did. And like I said, I mean, that's Top Rank's problem. I mean, Top Rank is just happy. It was like, hey, we're co-promoting him. And as long as we get some of that 70 million or whatever million as long as
but look how they was fucking trying to elevate Conlon.
Yeah, Conlon's career is a wrap.
They was promoting him every chance you get. Look, what's his name? Nico Walsh.
Nico Ali Walsh. And there was another Irish cat too, but he only lasted like less than 10 fights because he kept on losing to like people he shouldn't be losing to. I know he's gone. And then that Chinese cat too was the hell the title briefly, Zhou Shiming. Like that dude. They gave him a title.
All the hardest. I felt like Top Rank was like they treated In a Way like like Top Rank acting like a jaded female in the dating field with Inoue. Like they was like everybody's telling them like yo, I know you've been dealing with some other niggas and you've been pouring your heart out to these niggas and they've been disappointing you, but look, just stay positive and don't let it get to you. The right person gonna come along. Just keep doing what you're doing. All right, baby girl, we got you. But Top Rank is like, yeah, whatever, and they're pouring their heart into Conlan and this nigga John Duddy, that motherfucker, this nigga, all these people, and then they're just slowly getting jaded, like old boxing media jaded, like the whole, oh yeah, these guys are never gonna fight. Worst year of boxing ever. And then Inoue comes along, making moves, looking good, whatever, getting highlights, making the fights you want to see, and this is that, and it's like, you know, a nigga introduce him at the club, like, yo, here, this Inoue, like, he running shit. Bitch is like, man, who's this nigga? I don't care who you knocked out. Fuck all them niggas ain't shit. And you're like, yo, this nigga, he doing everything, bro. What you talking about? Like, and you say you want this, like,
some people hear all the time. If it's below 135, some niggas just aren't gonna take it. Unfortunately, you know.
Man, I don't want to hear that shit. Cause
I'm just saying that's what it is.
Look, they be damn sucking off Lomachenko, Tank, all these other little niggas, man. Pause. Like, it's like, dude, Top Rank just fucking fumbled the man popularity. Now he's gonna have to fight King Kong, Godzilla, Monster Zero, all these niggas in the US, and niggas gonna. Dude, you know what's happening? And no one's calling it out. But they did when a black man was doing it. You know how everybody was mad at Heyman for throwing the bag at niggas and paying people better? The Saudis did that shit on steroids. And they're literally fucking taking boxing away from America. And everybody's like, yeah, go for it.
There's a difference, though. Heyman was paying these niggas to pay some horrible opponents. Whereas the Saudis are like, yeah, we're paying you this bread, but it's gonna be a fight that we care about. That's the big difference.
I get it, but it's the same type of thing. Like, they're manipulating the game with that.
Yeah.
Because now you're doing it on your, okay, I'm gonna take so and so and him, and I'm gonna put him on this exotic island and make him fight in front of 500 people and put it on closed circuit TV and only 3 people will see it. Like, and I'm gonna do it at Wednesday afternoon. Like, that's what niggas is doing.
And then since most of these boxers are capitalists too, it's like they're not gonna turn that down. Like, you know, this is why we got the day of the reckoning.
They're capitalists because boxing as an industry doesn't make enough money,
right? Outside
of fights.
Yeah, and
that's why.
Yeah, and anyone that's willing to inject a whole bunch of money into something like that, yeah, then all of a sudden everyone is smiles, and yes, you know, Frank Warren could be in the commercial with Deontay Wilder. Yes, you know, and all that stuff like that.
But it hurts the long term.
I mean, we saw Frank Warren shake hands with Eddie Hearn. That's a hell froze over moment.
Yeah.
But see, it hurts the long term growth for the sport if you overdo it. If it goes beyond the Better Be versus whoever we want to see him fight, or the guys who don't really have a big market in the US, if it goes beyond that too much, it's just going to ruin shit. Especially where boxing has its surge right now.
The over-marination of these fights still?
Yeah, like now it's going to be over the over-marination of the Saudi Arabia fights.
So, yeah, because they're kind of moving along quickly. You know, there's another card coming in March. So.
Yeah, and that's the thing though, because they know, because like I said, because they're throwing this much, so a lot of people are complying to what they want. So that's why if they were making some bullshit ass fights, there'll be more outrage. But they're making the fights that people want. Or
if that's the case, make the events better.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, absolutely.
Like, if you're gonna throw the bag like that, get some influencers, get some new media, new writers, this is that, new executives, they just make this shit look fire. Like, y'all doing this, and it looks like when wealthy Japanese businessmen have fights between Siberian tigers and grizzly bears.
Or Eddie when he had his Mandingo fights in his garden. Like, you know.
Yeah, but see, at least the Mandingo fights, we knew that was in a fucking, you know, pandemic. Yeah. And it still hit a aesthetic that, you know, more slave owners seen Mandingo fights than niggas seen fucking fights between a silverback gorilla and a polar bear. You had to be in the deep web looking for. I've seen some of these shits. I'm just saying, but like,
nigga ain't bullshitting either. Like, you know, the internet's a scary place, nigga.
Yeah, like more. I'm telling you, there's more slave owners seen Mandingo fights than these goddamn exotic animal fights that these niggas is trying to put together, yo. That's all I'm saying. Like, if you're going to do it better, but fuck it, man. Let's get into this goddamn Golden Boy card. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, it was a digression, but fuck it. You know, it needed to be said. You know, we kick knowledge though. But yeah,